What's happening, guys? JP here with the story I have to tell. So, I don't know if you guys believe in spirits, ghosts, Catholicism, Buddhism, mysticism, any of those kind of religions, or paranormal things. But my story has to deal with the supernatural, not supernatural, I guess the spirit world, and how the real world and dreams are all connected. I think, they say that, dreams are just, your brain shooting off different things that have happened in your life, memories, or, things like that, or putting stories together that your brain has, your memories have seen. But I've never been the component of that. I've never been, that easily dissuaded and thinking, our dreams are just, random thoughts. I've always thought that, what dreams may come, holds true. How things that happen in dreams may not always, happen in real life, but I feel like give some sort of direction for things that could happen. So with my story involves my uncle, my brother, and my grandfather. Grandfather's passed away a long time ago. So to preface the story, to make it flow, my uncle, who's been in a wheelchair his whole life, he's just lost he has no legs. They had to do surgery on one of them the other day because, it was too infected and they don't want the blood to get to the rest of the body with the infection. So they took off both legs. So he has no legs. He has a hole in his back. I mean, I feel terrible for him because he's in a shitty position. Like, he's really messed up. But my uncle, as of last week, has gotten a lot worse than what he was in the hospital right now. And he's gotten a lot worse than how he is now. Today, like, he was doing dialysis and I saw him, he looked really beat up. So now to get that out of the way, that, my uncle in the hospital and, doing all this other stuff, I'm gonna jump right to it. So about a month ago, my brother, who works for my uncle at his office, he's an attorney. My brother randomly got a dream from my deceased grandfather asking where my uncle was. Asking my brother, like, where can I find your uncle? Like, I'm looking. So my brother told him, I don't know where he is. I think that kind of just, there wasn't really too much more conversation in that. But my brother did say that my grandfather was in the form of like him in like his mid-30s, 40s. Wasn't like, because my grandfather passed away of a heart attack, unfortunately. So he wasn't in that condition of the heart attack form. So fast forward to today, my uncle, as I'm sitting there quietly talking to him, he said, I had a dream the other day about, I had a dream this morning, and my father came to me, and my grandfather came to me saying that everything's okay. I'm setting a table, like, I'm getting the table ready for you. You're going home soon. It's okay. You'll feel better. Like, it doesn't hurt. All these, words of comfort, like saying, hey, it's okay. And my grandfather didn't like say in this dream, like, oh, you're going to pass away. More so just that, hey, don't worry about the next stage, because it'll be okay. I'm here waiting for you, and going to take you home when the time comes. So obviously I'm losing my fucking mind because, I know this story from my dream from my brother. And, now my uncle's telling me this dream, and it's like, so I didn't tell my uncle my brother's dream either. Let me get that out too. I left that. I didn't, no one has told my uncle about the dream my brother had, just because they don't want to like make it sound too morbid. So, I'm losing my fucking mind, hearing the story. I'm like, holy shit, this is not a coincidence. How is it that, my brother a month ago has my grandfather saying, where's your uncle, and like searching that, like he's looking for him to take him to heaven. And now the day of his dialysis, where he looked like shit afterwards, because I was there with him, like help him out and being with him, he looked like absolute hell before this dialysis. So how is it my grandfather at this moment, you know, it's like when my uncle is very sickly right now, like I honestly don't think he's gonna make it too long either, unfortunately, because he has, stents in his heart, like he's in very bad shape. So how is it that my uncle and my brother have related dreams, but like there's no reason for them to have that story, like, in their mind anyway. There's no reason that my brother would have thought about my grandfather asking where my uncle is. Like, that is just completely, random for what it was. And even more random how my grandfather said to my uncle, I've been looking for you. We saved a seat for you. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Like, your seat's gonna be ready for you. Like, you'll be fine. All these other, like, again, words of comfort. So again, how does that? There's no way that those things are just, your mind playing tricks on you and just random coincidences. Why would my grandfather's spirit go to my uncle and to my brother, but have the same message essentially? And again, not knowing, my uncle didn't know my brother's story or dream. I just told my brother the dream today to my uncle because, like, I was like, holy shit, I gotta tell somebody. I gotta tell him since he had the dream. So how is it that those two things happened? And especially how the day of my uncle being very sick, like getting his first dialysis, that my uncle, grandfather came to him and said, I'm looking for it and I'm waiting for you. And I got your table ready. So I just want to put that story out there. Obviously, you can believe in spirits, not spirits, think it might be a coincidence, all this other stuff. In physics, all energy can be either created or destroyed. So you can't tell me that, especially, our human being spirits, which have tons of energy in them, you can't tell me that that just goes away when we pass away. And there are too many, strong stories and coincidences of giving hints of the afterlife, giving hints of, spirits and talking to the people in the real world, and, things happening soon. So I don't know if my uncle's going to pass away tomorrow, the next week, but I feel like it's a very telling story that how my grandfather was looking for my uncle, talking to my brother, and now he found him. So again, take that for what it is. I don't know, again, what your beliefs are, not beliefs. Like I said, I told you what my beliefs are, what I think, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know if you think it's a coincidence or if there's a spirit realm. This is JP. Stay blessed.